Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're gonna check out iKON's YYY dance practice. I am so glad they came out with this fast. I just did the reaction last week and it's out this week. Like, thank you YG! This is going to be my first time looking at iKON's dance practice. I am reacting to Kingdom, so if you guys are interested, that will be on my Patreon. Obviously, it's gonna be blocked on YouTube. So yeah, can't wait to see more of them on Kingdom. Okay, let's get to it. So some of you guys did mention that their performance on Kingdom, like the one live streamed, is more kind of like what they do in concerts. Nice. Boom. Very smooth so far. Nice imagery there. His stretch. Great arc. Very synchronized. Love it. God, this is a vocally centric song. I love it. It's a very K-pop choreo, like I mentioned in the music video reaction. That though, the boom, 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 it's a lot of control that he used. And that is quite commendable. It's very strategic, very controlled. And then it goes into that thing where it just stops. So satisfying for dancers to hit because it's on a beat. Boom, and it just kind of like stops. Right. Levels too. Oh, it wasn't like this. It was like, what was it? Oh, okay. So it goes out and then in. So the emphasis is on that boom boom. Rather, it's like open close rather than close open, which is what I did. So earlier I did like close open, but what they did is like open close. Okay. Yeah. And then the legs kind of like got that part was close open. Very smooth the way they're moving. Like they're light on their feet, especially this guy with the chucks. Oh yes! Floor work. So a lot of people might think that it's a lot easier to dance on the floor because you are kind of laying down. It's the same as sleeping. No, it's not. It's a lot harder because your whole body weight is on the floor. And for you to be able to do all that, there's a certain requirement to stiffen and control your body so that it's not lanky. It's not sloppy looking, especially if you're doing these kind of movements. So when you're doing these kind of gestures, the hand gestures, your lats almost stiffens so that you have a solid and stable foundation for you to do all that movement. Oh, you've got dancers. Great dynamics at the back there. It was fast, 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 and then slow. This is imagery. The vocals though, shit. So the way he did it is slightly different than the first guy who did it. Like this was the first guy who did it for the chorus and then he did. So the only difference is the levels. Because when he did it earlier, it's a little bit more up here. So he kind of went like boom, 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 boom before he goes down. This guy went boom, 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 boom. So it's just slightly different. a little bit more stretched out his, and then the other guys it stays up in here a little bit and then goes out. I don't know if that's like a specific choreo that was given to them, that okay, it has to be this way level wise, or if they were given that move and then they kind of just twisted it to the way they want to do it. There's a lot of like snap. This even though he said this was actually very K-pop, it borrows a lot from like almost like old school modern hip hop, if there's such thing, because there's old school hip hop and there's like now hip hop. Like I would say maybe like the in between. What gives that away are these kind of poses. That's very like 2009, 2010, like that's where these kind of movements and stylistics kind of started to be popular in the hip hop world, I feel like. Like Usher, like, you know, that kind of pose that he normally does, like that. When was he so popular in 2010? He's always popular. What? When did Yak come out? But you guys know what I mean. That sway, I just did Changha's reaction. So they have that move too, but it's obviously not copied. You know, it's like, that's a very normal move. It's been done several times. But I did want to point out, in case you guys don't watch that reaction, that knee work is a lot harder because it's on the floor. But I want to see how he executes it. Okay, so he doesn't actually drag his knees, which is a similar one to the bicycle. Changha's dancer execution kind of uses this to travel, like the hand. It's almost like a pull and push at the same time. And then they use the knees to, it's a slightly above. See? It's slightly above. And then it only touches the floor just a little bit when it's not digging into the floor. It's more like hinted. It's like, instead of like, if this is the ball of your knee and this is the floor, it's not digging in like this. It's more like this. It kind of just sways like that, which is great because our knees have like that bony part. And if you do it that way, it's gonna bruise. But if you do it on the side here, it's a lot safer. Nice, beautiful ending. Yeah, so definitely it's very appropriate to the song because you guys did say it's like a sob bop because it's such an emotional song, but at the same time it's like like but then you're like crying at the same time because of the meaning. The choreography definitely reflects that. It's a mixture of beauty and slow smoothness. I wouldn't call that yet as aggressive. That kind of choreography requires a lot of control because it has a lot of snaps to it, kind of like these movements. They repeat it several times in there. So yeah, Okay, thank you guys for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, do like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you tick that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram, Twitter down below.